Kevin's log, Ourdate. 03/11/2025. I've started cleaning up this disaster area. I moved the mowers that I had back here with still usable parts over there. Actually, most of it's going to end up over there because that's the scrap pile. But there's still parts I need to pull out of there. I don't really want to put the bicycles over there because one of them I want to stick a motor in. You know, a conversion kit. The one that looks like a beachcomber but isn't really. It's not old enough to be worth anything, but it's still a neat bike. The 10-speed I want to make into a 12-volt generator. I'm not sure I can make it worthwhile, but when we go 2-3 days without sun and I need to charge up the solar stuff, you know, it can't hurt, right? Even though it's not necessary at this time, it could be necessary in the future. We don't know. You never know what's going to happen after, you know, Maui and the Carolinas and all that fun stuff. You just never know. And we've lost power for the better part of a day before, but fortunately, at the time it happened, the only real issue we had with that was my extra filling up with water. And because the well wasn't pumping, the pressure tank popped up out of the ground. And that's kind of what led me to do what I have done, because at the time I just had it unburied enough to fix it, but I didn't have the parts to fix it yet. And then once it popped up out of the ground and there's no way I was getting it back down there, then it was like, well, you know what, I want to make sure this never happens again. So that's kind of how that whole project. And, you know, to anybody watching my videos, you've seen all that happen. So, but a lot of this, like this, as neat as it is, I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. I thought I was going to at one time, because that's the front part of it, and there's that. Somebody had turned it into yard art and actually screwed a barbecue grill to the top of it. Fine, you know, but I saw it and I was like, ooh, I can make a little scooter out of that. And then I got it and the welds fell apart and stuff like that. So yeah, it's probably going to end up getting scrapped, unfortunately. I'm sure somebody will want it as bad as I wanted it. Maybe they'll do something with it. The blade, there's nothing wrong with it. That's not getting scrapped. All the mounting accoutrement is right there. The deck, there's not really anything wrong with the deck. It's a good looking deck. I'm sure it needs to be rebuilt. Oh yeah, it definitely needs to be rebuilt. But the deck itself is solid. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not scrapping that. You know, electric clutch, all that stuff. This, which I've let sit in the ground, might start rusting if I don't do something soon. Unfortunately, that is probably going to end up getting scrapped. I'll probably take the footrests off, and I took the fenders off. I plan on using the fenders, but I don't know that I can do anything with that. So I got to dig out. Let's see, that's glass. I don't know what the hell we're going to do with the glass. I'm not going to use it for anything. It's going to end up sitting out here just trying to keep it from breaking so I don't have to clean it up later. And that is going to take a while. But I can get all this over there today, hopefully. And then I'll go through here, mow all this up, get it cleaned up, because it's not going to be too long before everything starts growing again. I've got some tiles under there and pieces of the shop. So many usable parts, but I just do not have the space to try to salvage them, if that makes any sense. I've got some decent tires in here. I think that's a trailer tire. That's a trailer tire. Those are not decent tires. I've tried to use those before, and instant tube puncture, so I'd have to blast them down and paint or powder coat. Either one. I could do the powder coating thing because I've still got a ton of it, so I could easily powder coat it. It's probably what I need to do with the wheel horse. It's probably what I need to do with the wheel horse thing. Get that, move that. I'm gonna go through all this stuff. What I'm not good. Look at that, it's full. Mosquito right there, mosquito pond. So I get all that cleaned up. We've been through this so many times, and it's just so hard to let go of something that you'd still use for something. But it's all going away. If we can't scrap it, we finally got trash service. They're going to drop me off a can, I think sometime this week, which is amazing, because the one thing that we had a huge problem getting rid of was glass. And I don't want to do something stupid with it, you know. So there we have glass, and it's going to go away. It's going to be awesome. So I need to get back on this if I'm going to finish it today. I've got a long ways to go, and I still need to try to mow it. Saturday it's supposed to get cold again, possibly rain. Yeah, you know anybody who needs a good radiator? That's a brand new radiator. Don't know what it goes on. They kind of talked me into buying it because it went on the S10. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't paid for that yet. Huh. Anyway, that's my mistake. I need to get that paid for. If I ever make it back to Columbia. It's another one of those where people talk you into taking it, even though you keep saying you don't need it. They're like, well, just take it and, you know, we'll worry about it later. Which means somebody's mad at me somewhere for not paying for something that they talked me into taking when I didn't want to. Damn it. Grown-ass human being. You think I would not fall for that trick. But sometimes you just get tired of arguing with people. So, I got that in there. Ugh. So, as I said, damn, I get to talking, I just completely forget where I am. I need to get back on this so I can finish it. So, should I say thank you for watching? Because I appreciate it, even though, whatever. Thanks for watching. Bumbling Fool signing off.